Hi everyone and welcome. Singapore is becoming a hub for global wealth, and that means more clients with complex needs, cross-border considerations and high expectations. I'm joined by 4 outstanding private client advisors, Amanda, Colleen, Sakshi and Jean, who work closely with these clients every day. They'll be sharing what they are seeing on the ground, how they build trust, and what it really takes to deliver value in this space. So, let's dive in. We are seeing a growing influx of high net worth clients coming into Singapore from offshore and also our local base. Let's start with what actually looks like on the ground. What kind of high net worth clients are you meeting today? Where are they from? And what are they really looking for when they come to someone like you? Maybe we start first with Amanda.
Okay, my clients are mainly from Singapore and also have offshore clients that are from China and Taiwan. What most of my offshore clients are looking out for is more than just a financial advice, as many of them are in the midst of relocating and building their new lives here with their families, and at the same time trying to understand a new and different financial system. So that's where my role comes in, to not just offer financial advice, but to help them feel secure and understood. And one thing I realized that what worked well for them back at home doesn't always apply here. Many of them do miss out on important financial planning gaps, and that's where I will help them realize these gaps and explain it to them so that they are able to make well-informed decisions. But at the end of the day, I realized that most of them, they are not just looking for a product, but someone that they can trust on and make things less overwhelming for them. And that's also what I aim to deliver, to provide clarity, confidence, and someone that they can trust on.
Tell us your secret. How do you usually find these high net worth clients, and when you first meet them, how do you start building trust early on?
Okay, so most of my clients actually come through referral and recommendations from my existing clients that I've built strong relationship with over the years. So I do take my time to understand them. To keep those connections going, I actually host small gatherings where they can bring their family and friends along, so that these are the moments that we can get to know each other. I get to understand their stories, learn what matters to them, and most importantly, being present together.
Colleen, you want to add on to a point?
Yeah, so I know most of my high net worth clients through networking across my various interests. So I have a wide range of interests. It really ranges from wine tasting to food events and even to snowboarding. So it's pretty interesting. So a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how do you get to know all these high net worth clients? And I was like, yeah, it's through snowboarding. And it's very easy for me to participate in such activities because I truly enjoy these activities. So I also do host them quite a lot at my home, because I believe that once you invite people into your home, into your life, they'll be ready to welcome you back into their lives. So that's where I meet all my high net worth clients as well. I think it's very important to be their friend first, so that they can trust you and just be able to relate well to you.
Wow, nice, be their friend first. So what's one thing that really worked for you when you're meeting a new client? Something simple that made a big difference?
I think something that really worked for me, and that is unfortunately sometimes a little bit underrated, is that I listen and I remember. So say for example, a client, she has shared with me that maybe her child has fallen sick, or which school her child has enrolled into. I'll remember that, and I always remember to check in. This may seem like a very simple gesture, but I think it means a lot to the client, because it lets them know that you are really interested in every aspect of their lives. So every time I meet them, it's really not to open a plan or to share anything. It's really just to have an open, honest conversation with them, and really just to develop meaningful and strong friendships with them.
Amanda, you want to add on to a point?
Actually, same thing goes. The biggest difference is about me to be a friend first to them rather than an advisor, to make them feel that we really care about them, so that when they realize that we are not there to rush to sell something, but genuinely being there to walk through the whole process with them, that's where the real relationship will form.
Can feel the sincerity in both your answers, being a friend to your customers. So let's shift gears. And now many of these clients have wealth that spans across multiple countries, and insurance can be more than just protection. It can be part of a bigger wealth strategy, as you all know. So maybe we start with Sakshi first. How do you help clients see insurance not just as a product, but as a tool to protect or pass on wealth?
You're absolutely right. Insurance has totally changed gears now. It's more of a strategic tool for legacy planning, not just preserving your wealth, but conserving it and passing it on through generations, through trust and continuity planning. Once the customer understands this, that now the idea is about legacy planning and taking care of the long-term impact, the conversation completely shifts. They are more open to understand this because it's the most tax-efficient and tax-free form of preserving and passing on your wealth.
Wow, really good. Jean, you want to add on a point?
Yeah, I totally agree with her. So usually I'll shift the conversation from buying a plan to actually building a legacy itself. So I'll actually let them know that having a insurance plan actually help them to protect their assets from unforeseen risks, maybe for business continuity, and also of course most powerfully pass the wealth actually in a very tax efficient and structured way. Yeah, and usually I often tell them that insurance is not just about what you leave behind, but it's how you leave behind.
So Jean, was there a moment where insurance really made a difference for your client?
Yes. Yeah, I have a client who is a business owner. He actually bought an insurance substantial legacy plan, and is actually to equalize the inheritance for his family. And years later, he actually passed on, and they actually preserved the business without selling all the assets under pressure. So to me, I think this moment actually reminded me that good planning isn't about predicting the future, but actually it's the protecting the people in it.
Actually, what about you?
So very recently I went through this, that a very dear client and a friend came to me sharing that a colleague of his passed away at a very early age of 43 because of a heart attack while on a run over the weekend. And now the family has to relocate back to the home country with a very limited amount of corporate coverage. He was full of thankfulness and gratitude that few years back I persuaded him and convinced him to take a personal term plan for himself and the spouse. And he just mentioned this to me that I was also not convinced on this thought, but you convinced me. This totally resonated with me, and I have been keeping this thought in mind in every meeting henceforth, because it makes me believe that what I'm doing when I'm asking my clients the tough question, it's the right thing to go ahead with.
Wow, these are really powerful stories that highlight just how real and personal wealth planning can become, right? So maybe over to Jean. How was your role as an advisor change as this space grows? What do clients now expect from you that's different from before?
So they actually see me more like a strategic partner, not like a product specialist. And of course, I offer them a lot of insights across the markets. And of course, it's like a one-stop service, like even for tax and also trust companies as well. So they expect me to be resourceful. Yeah, so they come to me just via to text. Like just right this morning, I have a conversation with one of the group CEO of Singapore hospital. So I also asked him this question because I'm having this conversation with you guys today. So he actually told me that what high net worth or ultra high net worth clients are looking for is mainly really efficiency, and they want to be reachable, for the consultant to be reachable just even via WhatsApp. Yeah, so I think it's not just about the planning, but it's actually the trust in it. Yeah.
Thank you. Sakshi, your views on this?
Absolutely. Now the high net worth customers have become much more savvy. They understand what they are looking for. So our roles have become much deeper. They are more than willing to share their financials transparently, which makes it much easier. At the same time, it shows the amount of trust that they are showing on you. So you have to become their confidant more and offer them solutions which best suit them. And that's where our role has become very important. And of course, we are all in a global world now. We have expats moving here from various countries who will maybe live here for a short while and move across. So we have to talk about long-term impact and long-term continuity of their wealth preservation and growth propositions.
Now, we all know that this space is highly competitive, right? The high net worth clients can be very cautious, and they do their homework, and earning their trust doesn't come easy. So maybe we start with Amanda again. How would you say is the hardest part about earning trust with high net worth clients, and how do you handle it?
So for many of my high net worth clients, insurance is just one part of a much larger picture. They really want someone that can anticipate and assist them to ensure that their wealth is protected, preserved and passed on, especially when it matters the most and also in unexpected situations. How would their funds and assets be managed after? They might appear to be very guarded at first because they want to know that the person sitting across them truly understand their priorities and act in their best interest and not just offer a one-size-fits-all solution. So I focus on understanding their world, their concerns, their values, and when they feel heard and seen, that's when their trust starts to form.
It's very good. Jean, do you have the similar situation?
So actually the hardest part in earning is the write-off in their circle. So to me, I think this client value privacy and control. And what works for me was actually patience, consistency, and never rushing the sale. So I actually focus on listening deeply. Yeah, and I actually show up with value even when there's no transaction on the table. So actually over time, trust was actually built not in my pitch, but it's over my presence.
Now we know that clients are changing, right? And whether it's their mindset, their needs, or how they want to be served. What's something that you've noticed lately in this segment and how have you adapted to keep up? We go to Colleen.
So I've noticed that actually the lines between high net worth and ultra high net worth have been narrowing, and because of that, a lot of my high net worth clients have actually reached out to me, and now they want the same level of integrated solutions, similar to that of ultra high net worth, and that includes, I think, what is really on the table about multi-generational planning. So in lieu of that, I've actually been taking on more courses in estate planning so that I can better equip myself, really just to provide good information and also to provide my clients with a comprehensive suite of services. Because nowadays, it's not really about growing your wealth. It's a lot more about preserving it, not only for yourself, but really for future generations.
Jean, you want to add on to a point?
Okay, so for more high net worth clients, especially the next generation, they actually seek for more purpose-driven planning, and also it's not about accumulation anymore, it's actually about impact. So I always adapt more wavering legacy planning into our conversation, and of course from charitable giving, and of course educating their children, and also aligning everything with their personal values, which is very important, especially for high net worth. So I actually always try to stay visible through leadership and digital channels as well, so that the next generation is listening.
So thank you everyone for opening up and sharing so honestly today. I'm genuinely heartened by what I heard today. Not just the depth of your experience, but how each and every one of you show up for your client every day with clarity and intention. It's clear to me that this high net worth and international wealth space demands more than just technical knowledge. It demands foresight, empathy, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters to the people we serve, their families, their values, their needs, and their future. And the best advisors like the ones we have here today are the ones who stay ahead, right? And you guys think for your clients, walk with them every step of the way. Thank you for showing up and showing what it really looks like in action. I'm confident this conversation will inspire others to raise the bar, not just on what you do, but how you lead as well. But before we wrap things up, one last question for everyone. In one line, what's your best piece of advice for advisors out there looking to break into the high net worth space? Maybe we start with Sakshi.
So be ready to ask the difficult questions and the right conversation and solution will follow. That's my one piece of advice to people who want to break through in this category.
Jean?
So to serve high net worth, you must first think like one. And of course, solve problems beyond products and also earn trust beyond transactions.
Colleen?
I'll advise the advisors not to be intimidated by these clients, even though they are high net worth. They are just humans like you and me. So in fact, I would really encourage them to enjoy the interaction with them, enjoy the conversation with them, and really just be genuine in your relationship with them.
And finally, Amanda?
I think it's always important to be ready so that when the opportunity comes, we can have that fruitful and genuine conversations with these people.
So thank you again. I truly enjoyed this session with all of you. I'm confident that you'll keep inspiring others in this space as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.